Okay, we have more divination here for those who practice old spiritual systems of the way of living. Um, Here is a person who is a Potawatomi. Um, they have beaded, they have cowhide, buckskin, they have moccasin, they have a hair wrap, bows, beads, necklaces, and they have a divinity cup. And right here below is Itamata. For those who like the um, the old priestess of America, Itamata. So you can see them right there in that carving. Um, when you are experiencing life and death situations, these dials are supposed to wake up and they're supposed to ward off spirits. They're supposed to talk to you. This again, this is all African ancient spiritual system. This is Oshun, this is Ogun, this is Voodoo, this is Hoodoo, this is Miwok. These are old systems of way of living. Whenever there's a scent in the air that kind of attracts negativity, these are supposed to ward off those spirits. These are supposed to release a scent. And again, this is a woman doll. Her eyes open, in the morning and her eyes close at night. Depending on the lighting in the room. Okay, so again, here's the beaded network. This represents eternity when you look at the diamond right there. And then you have the villages who are on the side of put with the three braided in rows. And then you have at the top a pinnacle, what you would call a dandelion flower. And then she has the tribal belt on her chest. And then again, she has the necklace here. See, she has the necklace right there. All right. So when you're dealing with divinity and you're dealing with spirits and you're trying to ward off negative energy, you need to practice your form of voodoo or your form of hoodoo. And it doesn't mean that you have to kill a chicken. It doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice a cow and eat it, or sacrifice a goat and give a burnt offering. All it means is that you have to atone for the moment. You have to speak to the spirits that are around you. And that's just what I was talking about in my last video with the masses. You know what I mean? Like the masses, they're supposed to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And again, this goes along with having a different chariot of information being inducted into society. People, they don't believe that, the dead is supposed to come back to life. They don't believe that, your works are supposed to prosper. They don't believe it. They don't really know about old African practices. So again, this is how she looks, And again, when she speaks and when she talks, you have to listen, because she's going to get you where you ultimately need to go on this path of Zeldering. Wherever you need to go, she's going to get you there. This right here is a Heldry. This is a coat of arms. Again, this is a symbol of divinity. This is a symbol of divinity. So for those out there who practice and who do the ancient systems of priest work, you may have grew up eating Wonder Bread, salami and mayonnaise. You know what I mean? That is, you lived in the projects. That is a sacrifice. You know what I mean? That is a ancient practice. You know what I mean? You may be one who eats ribs. That is an ancient practice. You know, it's nothing wrong with it. It just means that, you know, you've done your share of sacrifices. You know, and then you have here where you drink from the cup of Eve. You know, you drink from the cup of Eve. So this is always by her whenever I am doing a prayer call. And eventually I'll do a prayer call in the Muskogee or Muskegon language. Eventually I'll do one because, you know, all ancient practice of languages had symbols and signs as it relates to numbers and tones. And when you were releasing divination and, you know, reciting the Bible or the Quran, you know, eventually I'll do that. But again, this is how she looks, you know, so take this into cue, practice divinity magic, and let me know how it works out for you. Great peace, Yakoki.